Hi, I'm Zsuzsa from Chaos to Order blog, and I got a question on Facebook. What I have to do if I have ADHD and I have hundreds of projects started and I cannot finish them. So in this video, I want to talk about this. I know this situation because I'm in that also. I'm knitwear designer and I started to knit and make designs that I never wrote as a pattern. I I have maybe 10, 12 I have to finish, and it's maybe possible in a year. But then I could start another 10, and then when will be from that old patterns? Never. So I needed a solution for these things too. What can you do? First, you have to know what you have started. Make a list about things and try to organize them. My example, so I have patterns I have to finish. I have a homepage what I started for maybe 4 years and it's not done yet. Then I want to make better my social media stuff. I have to learn about Facebook, about Instagram, about newsletter. So they are learning projects, and I have to start or make better these things because I already started some of them. Then I have other administrative projects like finishing the bookkeeping for the last year and changing how I am doing this from now on, that I don't do it once a year but maybe every month, that I don't have a so big project at the end. Then I have to plan for every month. I think I have these categories for the work. So make a list about every project you have and then try to figure out how many time you need all of them. Yes, I know it's really hard because we don't really understand time and how many time we need for tasks and projects. They are more complicated because some projects can need hundreds of hours, and that thing it's really difficult. So when you have this list, then you might say, I will go at the same time, maximum 8. I've chosen 8 because I have 2 friction multipans with 8 colors. Okay, no 8 because the black is stuff, not projects, but other tasks. And I don't keep to that rule now, but it's okay. So let's say I can have only 2 knitting projects at the same time. Then I have my bookkeeping project. Then once a month I have planning. then social media planning, and I have no idea what else, but I will check it now. So until you didn't finish the project, you cannot start a new one to working on. Oh, and I have maybe such stuff. So waiting on something for me for a long time, and I will take every month one such project, maybe take the shoot the yarns I dyed and upload to my homepage to sell them. I think I didn't shared my yearly plan, but I'm very proud that I figured it out what to make and how to organize my year. What I did, I wrote the tasks what I have or want to make this year. It's not everything I opened already because I know it's impossible, but I know near or less how many time I need for a project, and I blocked out the time for working on projects because when I want to work on a lot of stuff at the same day, then some stuff is always let out. Like I don't like to work on my homepage because I don't know why. I like to work on my patterns, but only writing patterns brings me no money, because when nobody knows I have a new pattern, then will not buy it. So writing patterns, it's not enough. I need to do the other stuff, and if I don't write or make my bookkeeping, then it will come a time when it's urgent at the last minute, and I'm really stressed out and working a whole week only on bookkeeping because I didn't done it before. I don't want this. So what I made a yearly plan like this. The course represents the different categories of planning, of work. I don't have so much color as I have different work categories, but it's okay. This is only a really big picture. These page flags are a little bit bigger than the rows here, so it's great because I used here 3 flags for a week, but of course I have 5 working day in a week, so I have a little bit playing time if I calculated something wrong. So I might work on this thing 2 days and on this only 1 day, or reversed. So it's really great. Let's see what I did. Blue is social media planning. I can really write, or mostly, all of my Facebook posts, blog posts. I post every week, so once a week. I post every day on Facebook, and I send newsletter every week. So I can plan them and almost write everything in 3-4 days in a month. So I don't have to think about at the morning, what I will post today on Facebook. I have no idea, and then I could wrote a shit post, so only make something quick. No, I do it in some day at the beginning of the month, and it's finished. I might let out some days because I will have something marketing stuff, like next week will be Easter. I plan something for Easter. I didn't wrote it before. I will write those posts next week, but I already started working on them. Then the pink one is pattern writing. What I did before, I write this and next week every day a little bit in this pattern. Then that was okay. Today I have something to do with my kids. Then I have to make a blog post. I write it for 1 or 2 hours. Then I have to write emails. Then no more time to write the pattern. It might happen that I don't make it for a week, and then I have no idea what I did before, where I have to continue. It's not really a good thing. But if I say, this week I only write pattern, nothing else. Of course, it's not true, because I have to check my emails, I have to answer them, I have to answer when someone has a question about any pattern before. I have always 1 or 2 tests on Reverie, so they are pattern tests. I have to answer them. I have to work on that patterns if any problems are, what can happen. But all the other time I can work on that pattern, and it's really great like this. And let's say about some of my kids will be ill and stay at home. Then I have more or less time for concentrated work. And if I have written all my social media posts before, I don't have think on them. I might don't work this week on that button that much. Then it can slip to the next week, but it's okay, because I left a little bit more time, and it's okay to do that 1-2 days later, and I can then move all stuff a little bit behind, because I don't, so they are not must times. What must is to be done with the social media planning, and to be done with planning for the next month. So detailed planning, not like here for the whole year. So as you can see, what I tried, writing every month 1 pattern, and release in every month 1 pattern. I have to calculate backwards, because releasing a pattern means I have to test the pattern before that everything is correct. It needs 4, 6, 7 weeks. Then before the test I have to write a pattern. that can be 2 days. But if there is a problem, I have to correct here and there, and that can be then 2 weeks. Or if it's a difficult pattern as well, then I have to grade it, and it needs a lot of math, then it can take maybe 2 weeks. And yes, now, because I have knitten lot of patterns already, I don't need to knit. But if it would be normal, and then I knit it, I write it, then test it and release it. But I don't have to knit them now because I have a lot already knitted. So it has to be calculated backwards. So these yellow flags are releases, and then I count the weeks backwards, and then I know when I have to write them, or the other direction is also going, but I try to have a pattern in every month that I can release. Then in between I filled up with working on my homepage, this is green, and making the bookkeeping. I didn't make every month the last year, so for this week and the next I let more days for that to finish. I hope I can finish. Then for every next month I have one flag for bookkeeping, but I have to say it needs in a month maybe 2 hours, not more. So if it takes maybe this flag out 1.5 day, but it will need only 2 hours or 3 hours, then I can go with this task a little bit here, or I can take this task a little bit here. That's great that I have a little time, so extra time planned in, because life can happen. I have 3 kids. I can be ill, my kids can be ill, or we can have a program. Anything, I don't know what will happen in 2 months, or 3, or in a year. So like this, it's okay. What I also planned, I think that's what was the first, the planning for the next month. You can say, hey, what? You need time for that? Yes, I need a day. I want to block out a whole day for planning, because my days are not so long. I might have 8 hours for work, but it's very rare. I might have only 2 hours for work, because I have kids and I am working from home. So I blocked out for every month, at the end of the month, 1 day or more. It's not so important. And the social media stuff always before the next month, because if I have to start to write my Facebook post on the first, or my blog post for the first day, then happens something, so I will get ill, then I don't have the post for the day. It's better to do it before. So this is the big picture for the time management. Having a plan for the whole year. Okay, but when will I do all the other stuff what I've already started? Okay, when? Next year. So planning 100 started already started a project and then not finishing anything makes no sense. It's hard, really hard to keep myself to that plan, but I do my best, and until now I could do this. You have to figure out which projects are the most important, and are you allowed to start anew or not? Can you imagine to pull a project later and later, and instead of that project start now one other project? You have to decide, but decide and not only start and don't know what will be deleted from that time frame, because only starting new thing and don't thinking about what will be happened with this project if I filled out already my time, it's not good. So make a plan. If you feel that you need to start more projects, then don't fill up the whole year. Leave for yourself places or times when you can working on new projects. It's okay. And keep the list somewhere for the next year, that you can do the next year's plan. I thought I will talk about project management and planning and working on the day or in the week, but I think 22 minutes is enough. So I will finish this for now, and next time I will talking about how I organize my projects and how I'm working on them, and how I keep track what I have to do and what I already done, because it's also very difficult thing. So in the next video, if you have any question about project planning, time management, or anything else in planning, then write it to the comment below, and I will try to answer on that question. You can write me also an email. I will give all my contact information in the description. And if you like the video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel, that you never miss another YouTube video from me. See you next time. Bye!